What's going on, brothers? Didn't mean to keep you in suspense. Just took a little break for a little bit. But the streak is still intact. We are good to go. Just crossed 5 months of semen retention. Sometimes, I know for me, I never want this YouTube journey, this kind of log of my, thoughts and progress and stuff like that. I never want it to be a production. I never want it to be anything other than just raw and real and what I'm actually going through and stuff like that. And so, honestly, sometimes with the way I overthink and the way I can just get I have a very addictive personality. I can get very into things and I just overthink everything and try to just make too much of things. And so, sometimes like this, I just noticed what started happening was, the views started getting in my head, like, worrying about how many views I'm going to get, or while I'm recording videos, like thinking to myself, is this stuff that the majority of people are going to like, and just overthinking stuff like that. So I just, had to take a break and reset and just really come back to my purpose with this thing, which is just to always share from the heart, always, no matter what, and just be authentic. And so, sorry for the little break, but I'm back now and gonna crank out some more videos. So, yeah, as far as the journey, man, it's an incredible journey, and thank you to all you guys who leave comments and just kind of share where you're at in your journey and share what you're going through, your victories, your struggles, stuff like that. I think it's just really cool how we can all connect and share this experience. And so, thank you for your comments, and just cool to be connected with brothers all over the world. So wherever you're at, man, keep going, keep doing this thing. We're doing the work of God here. We're doing the work of the divine, the work of returning back to our true essence as men. So yeah, getting into a deeper phase of SR where, initially it's just about, overcoming urges, and it's about kind of getting into a groove of things, and the initial waves of benefits and things changing, and just adapting to this new energy. But I feel like I've entered a phase now where now it's about emotional growth, emotional development, emotional healing. And so that's where I'm at right now. And I'm really diving deep within myself. I've always, my whole life, as far as I can remember, which for me, I don't really remember a whole lot of my childhood, which was a big issue. And I never even realized that until I started doing this work. And so for all of my life, I've been very emotionally disconnected. Really just feeling, the only things I would feel would be like intense anger, fear, like negative emotions, you know what I'm saying? Very rare instances of any kind of positive emotion or any emotion at all. Just very numb most of my life, very blocked off, very much just this dull existence. And so I know I'm speaking to some of you who watch me on this channel. I think a lot of our experiences line up to where a lot of you just have no energy. And, while releasing, you guys have felt for a lot of your lives just that dullness of life, and just no drive to do anything, no motivation, and so much anxiety and depression, and just this jail cell you're in your mind. So, yeah, this is something I'm really diving into now. And this is something that I feel like, so everybody's journey is different, and I feel like SR guides us into the things that we need to be looking at in the order that's right for us, And so at this point in my journey, I'm really focusing more on emotional growth and emotional health, and really just diving deep, welcoming. I've never been in a place before where I'm welcoming emotions, my emotions have been suppressed for so long, growing up as a child. There was a lot of like emotional disconnection in my home. And so I never learned how to emotionally connect, and I never had an emotional connection with anything. And so my emotions just got stuffed down from the beginning. And, then I got into PMO, and then I got into drugs and alcohol, and just this descending spiral, this descending slope in my life of pushing all these emotions down, and never understanding emotions, never knowing how to deal with them, never even knowing like what they are. Like whenever people would talk to me at an emotional level, I was always confused. I'd get pissed off a lot of the time because I'm like, I don't even understand what this guy's saying. And then I just convert that into, oh, emotions are weak. Like, this guy's, this guy's feeling emotions. He's weak. Stuff like that. Like looking down on other people for their emotions. When really it was me that was like the one that was messed up. It was me that was the one. I felt like I was superior because I didn't really feel emotions, and I felt like I couldn't be like controlled by that, and I had an upper hand. But it was the thing that was causing all my anxiety, my depression. I was just blocked inside. There was no energetic growth. There was no just growth as a man. It was all just suppressed, and the ego took over, and just it was just crazy, man. But coming to a place now where I'm just welcoming any kind of emotion that comes up. It's still small right now. I get little blips of emotion, and I have to really force myself to just kind of sit in silence and in meditation and stuff like that, and just sit in a place of acceptance and a welcoming, allowing space for any kind of emotion to pop up. And in my day-to-day interactions, if something triggers me or something brings up something up in me, like really just stopping right there and looking at it. And so a book that's really helped me with this is called Letting Go by David Hawkins. And it teaches you the scale of consciousness, the scale of emotions. It teaches you how to really feel your emotions and how to let them go. And it's been super helpful for me because that's something that's not talked about a lot in a lot of the spaces that I've been in, is emotional healing. A lot of times people just throw out there, oh, you got to heal, stuff like that. But a lot of people don't go into the nitty gritty, the exact science of like how to feel your emotions and how to let go of emotions, and how to in a healthy way, how to properly like transmute your emotions, and overcome them instead of just stuffing them down and suppressing them or distracting yourself. So this has been my journey lately, and it's been a good one. And so I hope this kind of speaks to some of you who are going through this. Maybe you're getting 60, 90 plus days into your journey, and you're kind of wondering what's next. And so this was my next step, was really diving into that emotional stuff. And SR is going to bring this up in you. Like SR, semen retention has a way of just putting the spotlight on things in your life that need to be worked on, that need to be fixed. And so, whatever the order is for you, however this comes up, this is going to be a key part of your journey, is healing through all the stuff that you went through as a child and as a young man, and even into your adult life, any kind of traumas you went through, any kind of intense emotions you had that you suppressed, stuff like that. So, fun stuff, man. Fun stuff. But it's essential, man. It's essential for us to become the full man, the all around complete man that we're supposed to be. As long as this stuff is hidden, as long as this stuff is suppressed and not looked at, not healed, we're always going to have a piece of us that's controlled by the external. We're always going to have a piece of us that that we don't know how to control, and that's not going to be under wraps. And so, and it also blocks peace. It blocks energy. There's so many benefits to like healing emotionally, and there's so many detriments of being emotionally suppressed. And so, this is something I want to start talking about more on my channel, is emotional healing. And, if you think that's weak, or if you think that that's like, pussy stuff, or, we shouldn't be talking about feelings, stuff like that. Maybe that's something for you to look into, like look into why you feel like that, because that might be a good sign that this is some work you need to do as well. And this is just coming from somebody who thought that way for a long time. Thought that feelings were BS, and like feelings were just stuff for weak people. You know what I'm saying? And so, if the shoe fits, man, kick it off, dude. Kick that thing off, and look into it, man, because it can only better you. It can only make you stronger. And it's kind of a paradox, because as men, we think emotions make us weak and stuff like that. But really, if you can be at a place where you can handle emotion, you can sit with emotion, you can understand the emotion of others, it's a whole different ballgame of your competence as a man, and your ability to interact with others and communicate with others and bring healing into others' lives and bring security into others' lives. And so, yeah, man. A big thing that's helped me with this is being connected to a brotherhood, a tribe of men who are on the same journey. And so, I'm part of the Sons of God tribe, and there's going to be a link in my description for that if you're interested. But we're up to over 150 guys now, and we have a tribe and clan system now where you can get involved in an intimate clan of guys, like a small group of guys where you can share your stuff and heal through things, and you can be held accountable by your clan leader with weekly challenges and things you're trying to grow in your life. Face-to-face weekly calls. We do weekly calls as clans and as a whole community. And so lots of face-to-face interaction, lots of brothers who will hold you accountable, and just a great space to like, because we all know, man, in real life, like nobody talks about SR, nobody knows about this stuff. It's so hard to find guys to connect with that are on this journey, on this path. And so if you need that, man, I would check out Sons of God, because it's essential for us on this path to have the support, to have community, to have brothers who are on this journey as well, who can keep us accountable, and just have that extra layer of, when urges get hard, and when life gets hard, and uncomfortable things are coming up, and we're at an all-time low. Like, it's hard to stay on the path, and to have brothers that are keeping us accountable and say, hey man, you got to keep going, and to motivate you, and to say, hey, you're trying to accomplish this goal, right? Let's go. Like, we can't give up right now. Just that kind of stuff. And just have brothers that know you and know your face, and can tell when things are wrong. Like, there's such a benefit to it, man. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that link in my description for you guys. And just on that note, with YouTube, like, I just hit the point where I could do, like, what do they call it, like, that you do ads, but a partner, like a YouTube partner. But I'm not going to do any of that, man. I'm not going to put any ads on here. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. All I want is just to promote this community that's been so beneficial for me, and that's a place where you can interact with me deeper as well. I'm in that community quite a bit, so yeah, check it out, man. The link will be in the description if you're interested. It's really elite brotherhood, man. It's an elite brotherhood, and the value of it is incredible for what it costs to join. So hop in, man. Hop in and grow with us, and step into this new movement of men who are growing, who are just reaching this all-time high of spirituality, of growth in every area, just emotionally, physically, like every area. Just men who are on their purpose, on their path, who are being prepped to be world changers, men who are going to change the world. And this group is going to be something that is just, it's going to bring something special in this world, and it already is. So, yeah. But with that being said, man, just keep on taking the next right step. Whatever your intuition is telling you, whatever you feel like is being brought up in your life, like, what I'm saying is, don't run from anything. There's things, if you keep getting triggered by something, if you keep having these same themes that are popping up in your life, same emotions, same thought patterns, like, as you retain more and just get the mindset of learning to sit with this stuff and learning to, like, face it. That's the thing, that SR gives us this strength inside to face these demons and face this darkness that's within us, that without retention, like without this work that we're doing, we just want to run from it, just want to suppress and just take drugs and get drunk, and just chase women and all kinds of stuff, man. Just anything we can do to avoid that. But it's just amazing when you start the journey of looking into your emotions and looking into your past and looking into the things that have shaped you as a man, where lust plays a role in that, where pornography plays a role in that. Because I know for the longest time, I didn't even know why I watched porn. Like, in my mind, I was like, oh, I just like it, But there was such a deep thing. There was such a deep itch that it scratched in me. There was such a hole that it filled in me, that's why it became so deep. That's why it took so long for me to overcome this thing, because I didn't realize it was an emotional issue. I didn't realize it was such a deep issue, I mean, we talk about so many great things in SR, and like in the SR community, about all these good habits and stuff like that, and all this good stuff. But like, just a good routine, just a good habits, like, it's not gonna be the thing that sets you free from this. It's gonna be the emotional healing. It's gonna be the purging of everything that's suppressed, and facing your shadow, facing your darkness. That's gonna be the key here, or else you're just gonna keep relapsing, because this stuff is just so deep that we can't beat it with our minds. You know what I'm saying? We can't beat it with intellect. We can't beat it with just good realizations. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be on a deeper level. This healing has to take place. So, anyways, with that being said, I'm gonna try to be back on it as much as I can with these videos. But I love you guys, man. I love your comments. I love just interacting with you guys. And I appreciate you guys that have joined the tribe, have joined the Sons of God. And we're going to keep getting it, man. We're going to keep getting this healing. We're going to keep getting this growth. We're going to keep getting just better in every area of our lives. And we're not going to let anything rest in the shadows anymore. We're going to face it. We're going to bring the light into every situation, every little part of our psyche and our being. And we are becoming the whole, healed, powerful men that we were created to be. So I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.